Right, so it's not even day one still, and I've come round to Tracy Austin's house. This is Tracy Austin, and we're going to talk about my breakfast. So that's the most important meal of the day, apparently. Tracy, I'm going to have a shake for breakfast.
Yeah. Well, what we've done is we've had a little chat off camera, and I do, I know Georgie very well, and we have discussed all her attempts at different types of dieting. And as she said in the blog previously, the one diet that she did stick to, even though it was at the end, during, and I take my hat off her for having stuck at it for 8 months, and to have lost that weight was amazing. But it shows to me that she has a tenacity and a discipline, really, to have the same boring type foods if she has to. However, I don't want to make her diet boring, but I would like, what we decided to do is we've had a good chat, is to for her to have a couple of smoothies, one for breakfast and then one for lunch, and they are going to contain protein. They're going to contain good fats, so that's either avocado or almond butter or peanut butter. So she's got her good fats, and they're going to have some fruits in them. So it may be something like mango. It might be something like mango goes well. We were saying that actually strawberries go really nicely with avocado. It may sound, it may look a bit sort of gopping in colour. It's a bit of a funny colour.
Be fine. I think they might go back to the chocolate mint.
Yeah. But it tastes really nice, and so there's different sort of foods that you can put together that, like banana goes really nicely with peanut butter.
I like banana because it makes it really smooth and
substantial. And that's another thing we were saying, is that I personally, my preference is to have a nice thick smoothie, and even one that you sort of take it out with a spoon. Liquid one doesn't do it.
With ones before that I've made, if you freeze the berries, it makes it icy, doesn't it?
Yes, I mean, yes. If you do for name drop Tesco's, but that's where I shop. They do a Black Forest selection of fruits, mixed fruits, yeah. And you bung some of those in with your soya milk and your protein powder, and you give it a good old zizz. You got like almost an ice cream. It's quite delicious, and it's a really really nice brekkie or lunch. So the idea is that we're going to make sure that that Georgie gets a good amount of calories for those 2 meals. She's going to have possibly a snack either side if she feels hungry. Now, part of when you lose weight is that you need to eat mindfully. You need to think to yourself, am I hungry or am I thirsty? Because we do things quite a lot out of just of habit.
I will always go to the fridge. I don't even think I need to be hungry to go to the fridge. It's just, if you check my kitchen floor, it's a well-trodden path to my fridge. There's probably a dent in the lino to my fridge. It's just my go-to place. It's kind of like my factory default settings.
Like a teenager that goes, "Mom, I'm hungry." Yeah, you're not hungry, you're just using your eyes.
My friend's got a thing on her fridge. When she opens the door, it goes, "Moo." Perhaps I should get one of them.
Oh, brilliant! Love it. Oh dear. So it's you can do things by habit. So what I'm trying to say is that if Georgie has her breakfast smoothie and then at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock she's feeling hungry, then have something like maybe half a dozen almonds, or
half a dozen crispy donuts,
yeah, or an apple or something, a piece of fruit. Then by all means do that. But if she has her breakfast and then she doesn't feel hungry until lunchtime, or 12 o'clockish, and you're ready for your next one, then that's absolutely fine, because she's been listening to her body. Now, one of the big things that we do fall into the trap of is that we're actually thirsty. and you feel hungry because they're both very similar. It's like a baby, it cries 1 minute, you tickle it, it cries, and you tickle it again and it bawls, and you can't work out, well, is it, and the same is with our bodies with feeling thirsty and hungry. So have a drink of water, and keep your hydration levels good.
Okay, so we're going to do a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, a snack in between, lots of water, and we will put the shake recipe on our next vlog.
We will.
Okay, so that's all for now.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. But I've got